You've heard of Bigfoot, Nessie, the Loch Ness Monster, even UFOs. But have you ever heard of the Nantucket Coof monster, better known as Koofy? For hundreds of years, the Nantucket Coof monster has struck fear in the hearts of island residents. From the Native Americans to fearless whalers, and now to hordes of tourists. The Nantucket Coof monster has gone by many names, including Madakin Messi, the Monomoy Murderer, and the Hobbamock. Now, I'm on a quest to find Koofy and to expose her once and for all. I'm here at the Nantucket Shipwreck and Life-Saving Museum to talk with Pauline Proch, Director of Egan Maritime Institute. So Pauline, pleasure to finally meet you. I understand that you have some stories regarding Koofy having to do with your grandfather.
My grandfather was here in Nantucket, and he was with some friends, and they had happened to find themselves here around Folger's Marsh, which is now the current location for the Shipwreck and Life-Saving Museum.
That's where we are now.
Yeah. And just as they were leaving to go into town, my grandfather tells me that something caught the corner of his eye. And when he looked out onto Folger's Marsh, he saw these two massive humps coming out of the water.
Yeah, oh, that's Koofy, all right.
It was shiny and glittering, and it literally just froze him. And he said that he couldn't call out because his vocal cords were frozen in fright. I knew I had to find Koofy for myself.
And so you came here to Nantucket?
I did. I came from England, and I was able to get a job as the director here at Egan Maritime. I've never told anyone this story. Do you want me to tell the story?
Yes, definitely, for sure.
One night around sunset, we were just closing up the museum, and I was working on cleaning up the picnic tables, when all of a sudden, I saw something out of the corner of my eye. I looked, and I saw the sunbeam coming down on the water. It was a hump coming out of the water, but it was like this slithery animal like I've never seen before. I knew it was Koofy. It was fabulous.
Well, that's definitely Koofy. I mean, what else could it be?
I don't know. I don't know. It was bright and wet and shimmery and bumpy, and the lumps were just as my grandfather had told me. And then as soon as we kind of like looked at one another, she flew away, like across the water. Yeah.
Well, thank you, Pauline.
You're welcome.
For your time today.
You're welcome.
It was great getting to know about Koofy from your point of view.
Thank you for letting me tell that story.
Well, that was certainly interesting. Now I'm here at Nantucket Harbor to try and find Koofy for myself. What are you looking for? The harbor monster. Have you seen him?
Oh yeah, usually in that building over there.
No, not the harbor master, the harbor monster.
They're different.
Oh, hold on, just give me a second. Just technical difficulties. Hello? Yes, speaking. Yes. Really? Are you sure? Oh my God! Wow, really? Okay, all right, I'll be right there. Thank you. Oh my God! We gotta go.
Skylar!
Can it be? Yes! Yes, it is. Oh my goodness. A real-life Koofy footprint. And yes, yeah, it's fresh. Oh my goodness, my inner nerd is totally freaking out right now. I could smell a Koofy footprint from a mile away. Oh my goodness, we have to get this on video. We have to be the first ones to catch Koofy on film.
But first, we're here to talk with Ellen Young, a librarian at the Athenaeum on Nantucket, and she's going to tell us about the first and only picture taken of Koofy. Ellen Young, thank you so much for being with us. How are you?
Very well, thank you. Thanks for having me. Early on that summer morning in 1937, some fishermen went to the beach and found these enormous footprints.
Well, here we have it. This is the first evidence we had that something strange was happening on Nantucket that morning. And again, this was back in the days when people went to the beach dressed in their suits and ties, and judging by the size of their measuring stick, and also considering that the angle of the camera was about 45 degrees, I mean, this footprint could be at least 12 feet across, and that's indicating a beast that's at least 100 feet long. So we're gonna move on to the next picture. In this picture,
So the other picture that I believe you have seen before
yes,
is of the beast. It actually swam across the harbor. It was spotted swimming across the harbor, and here it is when it landed on the beach.
this is the first and only picture taken of the beast.
Now let me interrupt you because we have found a previously undiscovered photograph that I believe shows unequivocally that there was a beast here on Nantucket. Take a look at this picture of the entire Koofy right there. There's no doubt in my mind that it exists.
This is groundbreaking right here. This is indicating that the beast was definitely at least 100 feet long, judging by the people around it. Well, this is a truly groundbreaking picture. Thank you so much, Ellen, for this wonderful insight on the whole ordeal.
You're very welcome. It's my pleasure to share it with you and spread the word about Koofy.
Okay, well, the rain has begun to die down a bit, but I just set our bait. So we put a tuna sandwich out there on a hook, and hopefully that will draw Koofy in. We decided on tuna fish sandwich because we delved into the history of Koofy sightings and figured out that what most likely attracts Koofy to his victims is tuna fish. Now we wait. So it's been around 45 minutes and still nothing. Well, that's 2.5 hours and still no sign of Koofy. Let's check the trap.
Let's see what we got. There's a bite taken out of it. The harbor monster. Wait. Why does your breath smell like tuna? You have a cut on your lip?
It's time for us to visit Koofy's most famous living victim. I'm in front of the home of a salty sea captain. So, pleasure to meet you, Captain.
They call me Captain Stumpy.
Right.
Good to meet you too, son.
Yes, so I know it's a sensitive subject and all, but I was wondering if you could tell me what happened.
Sure. It was a hot day. I was out on my boat. I thought I'd go for a swim.
Right.
I probably shouldn't have because I'd just eaten a tuna sandwich, I think it was.
Aha.
But I went in anyway. After a few minutes, I felt suddenly something brush against my leg. I told myself it was probably just seaweed, but kind of gave me the shivers. So I quick swam back, got in the boat, and came home.
Go on.
Well, on the way home, walking, got hit by a car. That's how I lost my arm.
Wait, so... Oh, I know. You were so terrified about your encounter with Koofy that you forgot to look both ways while crossing the street. That's when you got hit.
Not really. I wasn't, it was all over, but as far as I was concerned.
Hey.
Hey, mate, how you doing?
Yeah. Wait, you have an arm?
Oh, no.
Did you get that? Well, Captain Stumpy has agreed to show us where the attack really happened, so...
That's right down over there. I wish I could get you closer, but we don't have a boat.
Why don't we have a boat?
I told you it's not in the budget. Shh.
Well, anyways, as you can see, right here. Oh my God!
Everybody run!
Are you getting this? Oh! It was a log. We got all worked up over a log.
I swear, son, Poopy just put that there to trick you.
No, I am so done with all of this, and you too. I'm done with you. I am cold. I got rained on. I'm probably going to contract hypothermia. Koofy's not real, and everyone is going to laugh when they see this. So I am done. I am leaving. I am out of here.